Shut the fuck up.
This is the best ever.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 19 of Get Your Buzz On. I'm so excited for our special guest.
Hello, I'm Christina Dominguez, first American home warranty.
And I have known this girl for a very long time.
Yeah.
Before I was married, because I thought we were sisters for a long time.
I know, right? That's right. Because we have the same last name, obviously. How long has it been?
Gosh.
Shoot, 6?
6 years
6
at
years.
least, because it was like before I turned on.
Yep.
So yeah, it's been a good while, which is good. And I've always had your warranty since.
Thank you.
So we have a bottle of Prosecco that we're gonna dig into. Do you like Prosecco?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
I bet you've never asked.
You're like, let's get it done.
Right.
Okay, ready?
Oh gosh, girl.
I'm like, sorry.
That's why like that thing will come shooting right at me.
It did happen with Heather's that it exploded all over the place.
Lovely.
I was like, I'm always cautious. Boom.
Go.
That's beautiful.
She's a pro.
I was like, I got it, girl. And this is Mila. You're going to see her dog on the show
She
as
had
well.
to make her appearance, obviously. Yes.
Awesome. Well, here you go. Cheers, love.
Cheers.
Let's see how it is.
Oh my God.
That's
So good.
really good. Like
Good.
that goes
I'm
down
gonna
so
come on
smooth.
here more often if this is the treatment I'm gonna
You're
get.
like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
For sure.
So how have you
She's
been?
like, where's mine?
Oh.
Is she really gonna do this on air right now?
Oh yeah, she is. It's okay.
Okay. Just nope, she's fine.
I'm like, is she okay?
She's just trying to be dramatic.
I'm like, she sounds like she's dying, but okay.
She might. She's good. Okay, are you done? Can we talk?
Can we get back to
you.
it? Thank you.
Thank
you. So how have you been? How's it been with work and everything? I know you've been crazy, busy.
Yeah, no, work has been amazing. I was bored out of my mind for the first couple of months. I mean, yeah, even though I technically office from home, but I still need that interaction where people, persons, and like it was out of control. And then plus with the whole homeschooling thing.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God.
Thank God I didn't have to do that.
I know. I was like, okay, I don't get paid enough for this. Like, do your work. And he would sit there and he'd just complain the entire time. I'm glad that part's over.
Yeah.
But work has been going really good. It's starting fine. It's picking up again.
Yeah.
Houses are.
Well, it's
flying.
because listings are doing so well right now.
Now they are. So I'm finally really excited to get back into the gist of things. Super busy, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of.
Well, and then if people don't know, you also breed your dogs as well, right?
I do. It's a small hobby. We breed French bulldogs on this side, so I'm pretty busy all the time. It's have my full-time day job, and then I have to deal with the little doggies afterwards. But it's all worth it.
How did you get involved in that?
I just love the breed. And I figured, well, if I'm going to have a girl, why not have a boy? And maybe I can have a litter of puppies and it'll be real cute. Yeah, it was really hard. It is not something that everybody can do and just jump in and they think that it's that easy. I mean, there's certain things that have to be done. C-sections, they don't breed naturally. It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of work, lots of money, but in the long run, it's fun being able to give someone their dream puppy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because how many do you have right now?
Oh goodness, I have like 8. 8 of you little ones running around. But
So it's ever quiet?
I have them trained. They don't bark ever. No, I don't think anyone would ever know that I have 8 dogs in my house. They're pretty much like this.
Oh.
And they all just stare at me.
I always laugh when you do your posts like of you're working and the dogs are literally like just
I'm
looking
like
at
no
you.
personal space. Yeah, so I'm used to it. It's so much fun. I really enjoy it. Just a passion for the dog.
Oh, and your oldest son now, where is he at?
Oh my God. So my oldest, he just turned 20 on Monday. Happy birthday, Dominic. He is now stationed in Colorado. He joined the military. I missed his graduation because of the whole COVID situation. So I was really, really bummed. These poor kids worked so hard and that's the only thing they wanted was to see their family and have support. But so I still haven't seen him since he left to boot camp. But yeah, I think it's we'll see him hopefully within the next 3 weeks out in Colorado. So I'm really excited to do that. I miss him so much.
How does he like it, the military?
He
and
loves
everything?
it. I mean, at first it was obviously terrible, but you know, he went through the whole boot camp thing and he was not having it. But now he's like, oh, it's chill. He's making his own money. There's a bunch of shoes, Jordans and stuff getting sent to the house. So I'm like, I guess you're doing well.
He's like,
okay.
I'm by myself, so
yeah.
I'm like,
Thank God I don't have to be buying all these things for him anymore. But yeah, he's doing really good. He's doing really, really good. Thank God. So I have one out the door and I have another one at home. Almost done with that one too. So
you're like, oh my god.
There is a light at the end of the tunnel, Victoria. There is.
Yeah, like right now I'm in the midst of the circus right now, so.
I love seeing your videos with Lucas full of marker and
Nicole too, she got into the marker.
she is, oh, lovely.
So she had like the green, I'm like, and my friends are like, how do they always get the markers? I'm like, I don't know.
You're like,
I literally
Grandma?
hide them in every place and they, for some reason.
magically appear.
Yeah, I know. I just give up. I don't, but I did throw away all the Sharpies because I was like, at least if it's regular markers, I can throw it away.
Right. Or wash it off.
So it's never a dull moment. You know how that goes.
Right.
Have you seen your son like mature a lot since he left and then now?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Because I remember you would like, when he was in high school, you were literally like.
Yeah, so it's crazy how far he's come. I remember the stories we would have where I was like, I'm losing it.
Yeah.
And now he's, you know, such a mature young man. His letters that he would write to me were, I was like, who did he have write this? 'Cause this is not my son, like at all. But no, it was definitely him. He's grown to appreciate things a lot more now. He's just more grateful. He's more chill, relaxed. You know, hey, do you need me to help you with anything? He'll tell my son, hey, make sure you help mom around the house because I'm not there. You're the man of the house now. Like it's just a completely different side that I've never seen before, and it's so awesome. And I'm like, oh, I must have done something right. Like I did something right.
No, I'm sure you did.
But you just wonder if all these years that all the things you do really make a difference.
If they're actually listening.
Right. And apparently he was, thank God. So his big brother, his little brother is definitely hoping to follow in his footsteps. Maybe not military, but just the whole changing his view on things.
Yeah.
So he's been an inspiration to him.
Aww.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get to see him really soon. He misses him the most.
Aww. Well, and your son, was he doing activities and now he's like not?
Yeah, so he was doing football. Now there's no more football, there's no more practice. We're hoping that the new school year, we don't even know what's gonna happen with that or when they're gonna go back, but trying to get him back into football. Don't know if it's gonna happen or what all that stuff is about, but we'll see. So yeah, it's been really hard trying to keep him involved in any kind of extracurricular activities, mind you. Walking around the park is just way too much right now, and it's so hot. You know, I'm like, you know, these kids.
They're divas. They're a little bit of divas.
Yes. Yeah. I'm like, I already have 8 of them. I don't need you 2. Like,
you're like, no, I'm good.
Suck it up, Buttercup. Let's go. Gotta go.
Well,
outside.
they had with the school before, they were saying that they wanted to do because I guess the second set of COVID's gonna be out, and they wanted to
really? When is this supposed to happen? Or
I guess in the fall. And don't quote me on this. I'm not like that. I'm not a COVID expert, but they were like wanting to do where the kids would stop like from Thanksgiving till spring break, they would be homeschooled. And then because of the COVID. And so then now, I guess now they've changed, all the school districts are now going to be year round, which I actually like year round because I feel like the summer's too long.
Thank you. Another mom that agrees with
like,
me. I'm like, 3 months? Who the heck needs 3 months?
And they forget everything too. It's not just like, yes, they get in your hair, but I mean,
I'm like, I gotta work, kid.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and I feel like too, with the year round, they have breaks. Like once it gets to that point, then they have a break. Once it gets to that point, then they have a break, but it's not so long.
Absolutely. And it gives us that little breather to where if we want a vacation every 2 months, we can take that with our child rather than waiting, you know,
and then go with everyone.
Yes, and I love it. I've always been on year round, even when I was in school, so I'm so used to it. But Yeah, I don't know about all this second phase of the COVID thing. I just hope that
You're
the
like,
teachers have mercy on us and don't give it too much homework, because that was a total disaster. But
have you been out at all, like after everything? Or not
okay,
really?
so at first, they opened up everything, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna see what happens to everybody first, and then I'm gonna do it. And then after everyone is like, okay, now I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna do it. Like, I can't keep hiding from
Life.
a virus and life, and like, if a virus is a virus, if I'm gonna catch it, I just give it to me already.
Yeah.
I probably already had it. Who knows? But it's just one of those things where I'm like, okay, guys, like, I just feel like I have to. You cannot continue to just hide from something. I do have to work. We do have to live life. We cannot just keep hiding in shelters. Yeah, I'll do my part and wear masks if it's mandatory in a spot to make people feel comfortable. But for the most part, if it's not mandatory, I may slip by without one here and there.
I know. I'm like, if it's not mandatory, I won't.
I can't even breathe in those things. I'm like, if I have to go grocery shopping, I'm like, okay, it's like I have 5 minutes before I like pass out in this mask and I have to get out. So it's one of those weird things, but it's starting to finally feel like, okay, now I think I'm pretty much back to normal thinking. It's not.
Do you go to the gym? Like, are you still?
Just recently though,
Okay.
like literally last week, I am sore from like head to toe right now. I can't even and I'm like not even doing anything crazy. It's really just like elliptical or like squats with my own body weight. Like, it's baby stuff and it's amateur, and I'm so freaking sore. But I'm trying to think of something to do to keep my mind.
But do you wear masks in the gym? Do they make
no.
you? Oh, thank God. I was like,
No, at first they had like you have to wear gloves, and now the gloves went away. And now, as long as you just be a good human being and be clean, spray your stuff after you're done, you're good. So for the most part, I do see everybody as soon as they're done with their machines, they're cleaning it, they're disinfecting it. I'll do it before and after, just in case someone didn't.
Well, like Carla and Chastity were saying, and I agree, it's just like teaching people to be very more hygienic too. It's like, hello, wash your hands after you go to the bathroom. Like,
I know. I'm like, is this what needed to happen for people to actually like wash their hands after? Then so be it. I guess. I don't know.
And that's how I feel. I'm like, it's just have good hygiene, and then now the public bathrooms and everything's like been so much nicer, and that's what they needed to do.
It's so. I actually kind of enjoying it. It's nice going into a store. It's there's not so many people because there's a limit still. I'm like, oh, this is kind of nice. Traffic isn't horrendous, although it's starting to get a little back to it, but. It's good. I walked into Subway yesterday. I was the first person in line. Like, hey, I can do.
You're like, this
I
isn't
can get
bad.
used to this. Yeah.
You're like, this isn't bad at all.
Yeah, I don't really have any complaints about that. I'm actually really liking it.
Mine, the only thing is like when you have to wear the mask and you're like in the store. I can only focus for so long, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta leave.
I know. I've had some people tell me like, hey, sorry, you can't come in unless you wear one. I'm like, okay. I have to go back to my car and go grab it. Like,
well, like because like Target doesn't require it anymore.
Good. Neither does Walmart.
Okay, so you're like, okay.
At least I walked in with one the other day because I forgot it, and I was like, crap, I really need to get coffee. Everyone needs to know I need my coffee. So no, I walked in, there was several people without one.
Yeah.
Home Depot, Lowe's. For the most part, it's like.
Well, and my thing is, I heard that you can lose 20 pounds off of it, and you're quarantined for 2 weeks. That is a vacation to me. So I'm like.
No. Okay. That's it, guys.
I'm like, if that'll like straight shoot my diet, then we can do that.
Right. I went hiking a couple times. We went hiking to try to get our outdoorsy stuff going on, and that was kind of fun for a while. It lasted. But I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that again.
I'm not a hiker. I'm not a hiker.
Oh, girl, it was hot.
No,
it was hot.
Well, Justin, because he's like, they did the Boy Scouts, so they're used to doing like all the mile hikes and miles and everything. And me, since the beginning, I've just never liked it at all. Like, I hate nature. I don't want to be outside. Like, No.
There was a lot of creepy stuff we saw. They were like, ooh, what is, okay, let's not go there, here rattling. Or,
Yeah.
it's like, what am I doing this to myself for?
Exactly. Or if I
Why?
have to go to the bathroom, it's not a fun situation at all. So I'd prefer,
Totally get it.
if I do work out, which hasn't been in a very long time, then inside a gym on like a treadmill or an elliptical.
Right. I know, and I have one at home, and I'm just still didn't get on it. Whatever, it's fine.
You're like, it's all
It's fine.
good.
Eventually, I'll get to it. I thought 2020 was my year, but now it's 2021 because we have all this stuff going on. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
So what grade is Ethan going to be in now?
Oh God, I don't. 7?
Oh my gosh. So he's almost going to be in high school soon too.
Yeah, I got 2 more years, and that kid is in high school. I'm like actually looking forward to it. I'm
Really?
Like, all right, come on, we got 6 more years, and you're out of here, buddy. Yeah. I mean, I'm just kidding, Ethan. I love you. I really do, but cooking every 2 hours isn't really fun right now.
And boys eat a lot.
Yes, he does. A lot.
I was talking to a loan officer, Gilbert, last week, and he was hilarious because he has 3 boys. Ooh. And he was telling me, and they're all like 20 and teenager, and I'm messing up the years, but they're all in that age range. He said they put locks on the fridges at night. He was like, because my wife was constantly going to Sam's every 2 days because like in the middle of the night they're eating cereal.
I know. This kid woke up. Okay, he comes in my room at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I wake up and I peek my eye and I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I don't know. I just can't sleep. And I'm like, you haven't even slept? And he's like, no, but I'm hungry. Like, I was like, get out of my room.
You're like, go away.
Close the door. Yeah, no. Figure it out.
You're like, there's cereal. That's fine.
Again, yes. Like waffles, cereals, probably frozen shrimp in there somewhere. Like, figure it out. Like ramen. I don't know, but
you're like,
yeah,
it's fine.
It never stops. And that's just with 1 now. When there was 2, it was crazy. I can't even imagine 3. So kudos, Gilbert. Man.
Yeah. So when he told me that, I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, I can understand. He's like, yeah. After a certain time, we just locked it up, and we're like, you guys are just bored, so no.
Yeah, I know. God, I wish I could do that to the pantry.
You're like,
I'm like, no, all these ideas. He's really gonna hate that I was on this thing this morning.
He's gonna be like, no, please don't lock it up.
I know. Like I was like, hey, buddy, I'm leaving right now. I gotta go work. He's out. Didn't even out. I was like, okay, bye.
And you're like,
yeah.
So he's like in just the summer and not having to go anywhere.
Yeah, doing nothing.
He's
absolutely
living
nothing.
His best life right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And he loves it. And I'm like, okay.
Oh my gosh. How has the warranty business been for you? Like during this whole.
So, I'll be very honest. It was a couple of my slowest months ever. First American did step up though, and they were like, look, we're going to compensate you guys. We're going to give you 75% of what you would have made they used our last year's goals, and they helped compensate with a little bit of that. They really, really do care about their employees. They wanted us to be happy and be okay, and they know everyone was struggling. I mean, literally numbers, were across the board. It was just obviously low because people were nervous of buying or selling during this time. And now it's crazy because, it was 2 months of really crazy slow, but it was still busy.
Yeah.
Lots of claims were going on. So stuff was still happening, but now it's like, okay, now we're back into things. You can see the numbers tripling like this. We're like, whoa, okay, there it goes. So yeah, it was a little crazy at first, but they stepped up, were there for their employees, and then now everything is kind of finally getting back to normal. So thank God. It almost feels like it's back to normal now. There's really, almost like we never skipped a beat.
Because you do Texas and New Mexico, or what areas?
Yeah, Texas and New Mexico. New Mexico is actually my bigger territory just because I have majority of the state. El Paso is my only Texas state, but believe it or not, they're very comparable and in volume every month. It's pretty interesting. So thank you so much, El Paso, for being such an amazing producer for that. But yeah, it's been really, really good. I haven't gone out to Albuquerque yet. Their laws are a little bit different than us in Texas. There's still a lot of stuff closed down, not at, you could barely maybe do 50% if, things of that nature. But it is a little bit more lenient here in El Paso than it is even in Las Cruces.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah.
I was like,
I know. So, and it's not that I don't want to go visit people. I've been waiting. I just don't, I want to be very mindful in that and respect, you know, the city's laws and the offices. I don't want to walk in without a mask, or do I wear one, or how it, I just need to know kind of more or less what the boundaries are. So to try to figure that out throughout all title companies, all offices, and
it's hard.
In Albuquerque, yeah, it's a little bit hard. So I'm giving it a little bit more time, but it's not that I'm ignoring everybody. I just don't know what to do. Yeah, what to do anymore.
Do you like Albuquerque a lot to go out there?
Really good people out there. Really fun people. The scene is beautiful. Mountains everywhere, just like it is in El Paso. But just the architecture is so different. The cool Spanish-looking houses. I really do enjoy it. And Santa Fe is so close by, so you can always just take a quick trip up to Santa Fe, and it's a lot cooler in temperature. Small little quaint place. Love it.
You know who? I'm not even gonna say his name, but one of the agents, you know what he calls Santa Fe?
What?
God's resting home. I was like, you are
You'll
terrible.
have to tell me who this is. Yeah, it kind of is, I guess. I haven't been in so long. Quiet.
I haven't been in so long, but he was like, it's just older people.
Yeah, it is. And that's kind of, I think, what I like about it. It's just a real low key.
Yeah, because you have all the spas. Like if you're wanting to relax,
you do. Nice resorts. Food is just different.
Yeah.
It's a cool little spot. For sure. But
you can get this of me in my face.
I'm like, what's going on back there? My ADD is like,
they don't even care. I'm like, they know we're here, but they don't care.
Yeah, get a big old swig of that.
I'm like, it's good though. I like that one. I was literally like at Specs and I was like,
I know, girl. This is, oof. I'm gonna have to get me some of this.
Yeah, because I was like, I go for the chilled stuff. So
and since the quarantine happened, it's like, I don't know.
I've become a bartender. I literally have.
Low-key alcoholic, maybe. I don't know. But I mean, I don't know the time. I could be drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning and having coffee at 9 o'clock at night. I mean, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, you're just like, oh my gosh. Bless you.
Excuse me. Corona. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you're like.
I know, I swear. It's like every time when I'm at the gym, I'm like, trying to hide it because I'm like, people are going to start thinking that I have something going on in my head. Like,
oh my God.
I need to get out, please. Yeah, so it's just kind of funny. But yeah, definitely drinking a little bit more than usual.
But I think everyone
After
is.
hours, of course. Do that stuff.
I think everyone is.
Do that stuff during work.
What have you like? What was your new drink that you got addicted to?
Oh, okay. Oh God, I'm pretty sure it's everybody's, but I'm doing the White Claw with the chamoy on.
Oh, I'm obsessed with that one.
And I think we might use the same. Is it chilitas?
Well, no. Well, first of all, Desiree had it on her Instagram.
I saw it. It's the same one that I use, and I was like.
So I was like, I want it. So she was really sweet, and she came by and she got me a cup, and then she brought like a bunch of like the goodies and stuff. After that, I was so addicted to it, and then I found this local place that does them here.
Really?
Yeah, and I have to give you
Could you please? Because to ship took like too long, and I was like, girlfriend needs something now.
Yeah, well, and that's why I was like, because I wanted to. Because we're going to Ruidoso next week with Justin's family, and his sister, she's pregnant, so she can't drink anything.
Yeah.
And but she's addicted to tamarindo candy. So I was like, well, like at least I can give you something, like one of your addictions. So she was like, yeah, can you do that? But it was I'm so addicted to that. I might lose all the enamel off my teeth. I don't know, but it's all good.
Or may have acid reflux for the rest of my life. It's cool.
But it's good.
It's worth it. YOLO. YOLO.
It's all good.
Remember that one time in 2020 we drank like 50 cans a day
with White Claw and chamoy?
Yeah, that's going to be us.
So that's your new... Any other ones?
So if you mix White Claw with vodka and mixed berries...
Ooh, I haven't tried that one.
Oh, girl, you don't know what you're missing. It's amazing. It actually makes it a lot easier to drink, believe it or not. Like, it's not as, you know, when you just take a swig of club soda, like in the White Claw, sometimes at beginning, you're like, oof.
Yeah.
It kind of takes that away.
So you said clubs, it's White Claw?
White Claw, vodka, and just put like frozen mixed berries, blend that sucker together. Voila.
Oh, I gotta try that
It's
out.
so good. I know. We kind of create our own little things, or you could just do vodka straight, or
Well, I did, like, what I was
know.
doing was muddling, because I do raspberries,
Yeah.
lemon,
You could do that
and mint,
same exact thing.
and then
Same
muddle
exact thing.
together
Do it.
with the White Claw and the...
And vodka. Yeah. Like, and you can just do one shot of vodka,
Yeah.
and then the rest fill it up with White Claw, your favorite. Muddle in some fruit. You're welcome, guys.
Yeah. I'm
You're
like,
welcome.
I'll be totally addicted to that. That's
I
for
know.
sure.
Rim that thing with some tahini, or
Mm-hmm.
oh boy, girl, I think it's time to drink again, or we need to.
No one cares that we're filming here. No one does.
Yeah, no. Hi, mom. Bye, mom.
I'm like, no one gives a shit here, I swear.
I know. I love it. I love it.
But we had, so the drinking, I've like literally, all my friends are like, Victoria, you're coming up with all these different, because when we finally were able to get together, they were laughing because they're like, oh, you're extra now. And I'm like, no, now I'm used to like mixing stuff. I can't just have
know.
like, there's only so much vodka soda you can have, like vodka lime.
Oh, vodka lime, I love. Vodka water, I love. I'm a vodka girl. What can I say?
I'm not a tequila person, but I am a vodka.
Yeah, same.
I'm like, I
Because
can't.
we're Dominguez's,
Yeah,
girl. What are
like-
you talking about?
Like, I can't do the tequila. I'm like, no.
Yeah, no, just get out of here with that.
No, it's all good.
Howard, do you do banderas?
No.
Oh, Victoria. A shot of Clamato, a shot of lime, shot of vodka. Nope, tequila. Sorry. Shoot the tequila, shoot the lime, shoot the Clamato. You never even taste the tequila.
Oh, really?
You're ready for the next one in like 5 seconds. Insane, mind-blowing. You can thank me later.
But how dead will it be the next day?
Do you... Let's not talk about that
Your
part.
kids are older. Mine are like,
Okay, yeah, you'll be pretty dead.
I'm like, I have to, like,
Just
if I'm gonna
limit
do
it
that,
to like 4, done.
yeah. Because like, if I'm gonna do that,
Done.
then I have to make sure that I don't have to wake up the next day.
Okay,
like, at
okay, maybe
6
make
o'clock.
it probably 2 then, or 3. So easy to drink, scary. Pickle beer is my new thing too.
Oh, I like that with Clamato. That one's really good. I was like, we like this.
Girl,
We
me
have the
too.
same palate.
I know. I really think that we just need to like go have a drink together after this amazing.
For sure. I'm like, for sure.
This one's already given up. She's like, yeah, I'm done.
So I've given up on life.
Yeah.
So tell me, Christina, what is something that a lot of people don't know about you?
Aside from the whole dog thing,
Yeah.
ooh, that's a good one.
I ask everyone.
God, this is a hard one. I can't stand spicy food. I can't
either.
I can't stand chocolate. I hate chocolate.
I don't like chocolate either. I think we're like the same people.
Girl,
I'm
we
like,
might. Yeah, this is
I'm
kind
like,
of
I don't like
crazy.
chocolate either.
Like nothing about it. The smell, the taste, nothing.
I think because I'd rather have savory than sweet any day. I'd rather have tamarindo candy than.
We are one and the same. I like tangy or sour rather than sweet. I don't do sweets. Really, I don't eat a lot of candy. I'm really hard person to probably like shop for Valentine's Day gifts for because, yeah.
Well, do you like
don't-
flowers?
I do like flowers, although I don't get them too often. That might be a hint to somebody out there that might be.
Oh, so are you looking?
No, I actually have some. I know.
Is he
I'm
attractive?
kind
What's
of
his
a-
credit score? Like, let's
It's
get
great.
the deets.
He's girl. Trust me. I'm like, is he single? Is he married? Does he have kids?
You have
Does
to
he
go
have
through the list.
credit score? Tell me what it is. Are you over 6 feet? Are you? Yeah.
Well, that's
A girl, not married, no kids, my age, 6'3". I know.
And how long have you been seeing him?
On the 15th, it was 5 months.
Oh my
Yeah, I'm
gosh.
kind of a low-key
Congrats.
person. Don't like to
Yeah.
put my stuff out there.
No,
but,
I know that.
yeah, it's always knock on wood. It's been really good. I'm super happy.
How was quarantine with him?
Great.
You don't want to kill him?
We just No, we actually, I think that's when we kind of got closer because we were actually we had more time for each other.
Yeah.
We would be able to hang out at each other's houses, cook for each other, watch movies together. I think we just got really close. And now that quarantine's kind of over, we're just in a really good spot. We're gym partners. We literally, majority of the day is us just laughing with each other and cracking jokes. And we know, like, we have our space and we know that we have work to do. And then at the end of the day, it's like us. And it's just been really good. I don't want to jinx it, though. So I'm like trying to find
Well,
something
how'd
to
y'all
knock on.
meet?
Oh, God. Our story is that we met at Walmart in the produce section. But we actually met on Bumble,
Really?
believe it or not. It was like the first night I signed up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like scrolling. And I'm like, ooh.
Is that the one that you swipe
I
right?
like this. Totally swiped right. He responded right away. I'm like, what is he doing up at 2 o'clock in the morning? And he's like, what are you doing up at 2 o'clock in the morning? I'm all, looking at you. But it kind of was just history from there. We met up about a week later. We just really connected and we just kind of been hanging out since. And now it's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to meet, like, especially at our age, it's hard to meet somebody that's like different from a different group of people that you're used to being around.
It is, and I was so lucky. I mean, he's my age. We have a lot in common. He gets it. He's been married, been divorced. I've been married, been divorced. So there's a lot of history. We both know how that goes. And so this time I think we kind of just, we both knew what we wanted.
Yeah.
I've been divorced for several years. He was divorced for a couple of years already. So we just look at things a lot differently now and we're just having fun with it. And I don't know, it's going really, really well. Thank God.
You're like,
Finally, I was
God answered your
over.
prayers.
Yeah, I was so over the whole dating thing. I didn't even want to date at this point. I was like, you know what? I'm going to give 2020 a shot. I'm going to try it out, and then the world ends, of course. That would be my luck. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to.
Well, at least it was before the world ended, because that would have
in January-ish. So we're good. We're good. So
and you got to know more about him than you probably would have if you guys were just dating,
because we only had our houses to go to. We didn't have restaurants to go eat at. So we kind of had to make it.
So are you a snoop? Like, did you go through his house and everything?
I didn't. I still haven't. I kind of figured, like, I have to give him that trust. Like, yeah, it's earned, not given, but he hasn't given me any reason to
do
not
that.
trust. And so
I did that when I moved in with I went through all the shit. I was like, sorry. I even had my best friend go through all his shit.
Oh, damn. Maybe I'm
like
not up to times yet. Maybe I need to be doing that. But like, he'll come to my house.
No, you're doing the right thing. I'm just a psychopath.
And
just wanted to marry this.
I know the code to his door. He knows the code to my door. We'll just walk in if we're there. We're, his phone would be on the counter. I'm not even going to look at it kind of thing. Like, I trust him. When he's on his phone, he never turns it away. Yeah. He's always looking
like,
at
the
it.
signs are like
my eye is like completely to the side and this one's straight. It's like, yeah. I got that thing going on, but I never see anything that's off. And if there is something that I'm like, I'll inquire and he'll show me right away. Like he's been really good about it.
Oh my God, I'm so happy for you.
I know. I almost can't even believe it. I'm like, how did I
get here?
Yeah, out of nowhere too. So I guess it's kind of when you're not really looking is when it happens.
That's true. I agree.
I know, girl, after 7 years though. 7 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. So I think it was a little
overdue.
Well,
and I think you needed to do your thing for a while. And have fun.
And I figured out how to be alone for a while. And I figured me out.
Yeah.
I bought my own house. I got my dog thing situated. I finally it was good.
Yeah.
And I was like, now I think it's about time that I can share my successes with somebody. And I was like, I'm going to just do it. 2020, I'm just going to see what happens. I'm going to start dating, which I never did because I had Dominic at home. I had Ethan at home. So this, Dominic
Well, and you had a lot of moving parts.
I did. And I just wanted to give a lot of my attention to what mattered at the time with my kids. And they still do. They always will. But after Dominic left, I was like, he was my main man. And now no one was there. It was just me and Ethan. So I was like, I'm going to try it. And sure enough, he just kind of came along. His name is David.
Ooh.
I will give a little clue.
I was like, ooh.
His name is David. Yeah, not in the industry, guys. Completely super far away from anything that's remotely close to what we do.
That's good.
Yeah. He knows nobody. He doesn't know. Yeah. It's perfect.
You're like, I don't need anyone to spill the tea.
Right. So everything is going really good right now.
I can tell. You're like all happy and you're glowing.
It's just because we're just on the same page. You know, there's no games. We're old enough already. We
well, because I think at this age it's like, either you know or you don't, or it's like,
and if this isn't what you want, then that's fine. Like, just let's go. Come on, move on. Like, we've already been there, done that, and so we both understood that, and now we're like, okay, well, if you have something an issue, let's talk about it. Just communicate, okay? And we do, and it's quashed, and we move on.
Yeah.
And but it's very few and far between that we have any arguments over. I think for the most part.
Well, if you survive quarantine, then that's a good. I was like
phase one. Phase one, okay. Let's see how phase two goes. But
just think about me with my husband and 2 kids, and it was fun.
Yeah, it's going good.
Aww.
I know.
Because a lot of times people don't see you out as much, and me too. Because I feel like we both started around the same time where we were like,
did, and we
hit
it hard. I think we've already proved that we are good for business, that we are ethical. We do what we want. We do right by our clients. We want them to have
because we were hitting the pavement very hard for years. It wasn't like
no, it was a good solid 3 years at least where we were just like hard, like hitting it hard, and
everything.
Yeah, and it was well worth it. I got to meet so many people. Now I just want to work on being there for the client, answering my calls when I can, because if I'm out at an event, I'm not going to have as much time to respond to somebody, or now it's like, okay, y'all know who I am.
Yeah.
Let's work on it. Yeah. Let's work together. Let's get this out now.
And I've had your service since we met, so I can attest.
Yes,
literally.
She has had claims where she's called me and we've worked on them, and they weren't bad.
No.
We just made sure we got it nipped in the bud if anything slipped, and you got your stuff.
You got this week, you got my new oven, so kudos to you. So, like I said, I don't represent anyone that I don't have, And I think the other thing, like this week, for example, I had a leak in my house. You're fine. I had a leak in my house. They came out great, and then I had it was a double whammy. Then my dryer,
lovely.
So I constantly tell everyone, you have to have a home warranty.
Look, I wiped the champagne off with my hand, and this girl.
You have an alcoholic dog. That's okay. That's why
I was trying to keep that a secret, but she kind of threw.
You're like, it's all good.
You kind of just told everybody about that, girlfriend.
You're like, it's all good.
Mommy, this is my drinking buddy.
But no, I tell everyone, like with the home warranty, like you have to, because I feel like it pays for itself every year. One thing's at least gonna go up.
Girl, abso-freaking-lutely, and it's not a cure-all, end-all, fix-all.
No.
For everything that may happen. No. It's insurance. There's exclusions. You just need to make sure you have the right plan, and you would know exactly about that with even cars, homes, whatnot. Make sure you have the right plan, and make sure you have a good rep to help you out when you do have issues.
Well, and I think you're good at saying, okay, what do you need help with, or what is the plan? Because like it had changed since when I started, and now you're like, okay, this is the difference between the two, and so that's pretty much. But I haven't had any, like literally I use it every year because something happens, and this week it was just 2 things at a time.
Hey, at least you had it. At least you had it, and if you have any issues, you just let me know.
I haven't, I really haven't.
Good.
Like I said, I really haven't. So that's the great part that I tell people.
Right.
I always tell them the difference between insurance and warranty. Warranty covers all the appliances and insurance covers all like weather related losses. And sometimes people get confused with it. So I'm always having to explain the difference.
Yes. And I still always send my people to you if they're like, no, I want to know how you do. I'm like, oh, well, that's not actually us. That is Victoria Dominguez. They're like, oh, are you guys related? No, we're not. But I totally wish I was. I want them to adopt me one day. But we know that's another story.
Have you seen what's been going on? It's like a shit show here all the time. So I don't think that you want that.
It's right up my alley, girlfriend.
Like,
Yeah, I know.
Don't you worry.
Yeah, and it's just been, I don't know, the warranty thing has just been really good right now. I think I'm finally starting to break through with like my sales meetings. I'll like make sure I tell them what's not covered.
Yeah.
Rather than what is, because you know you could talk about, oh, well, let me tell you what is covered, but when you tell people like what isn't, they'll be like, oh, okay, then I need to make sure I get this.
Yeah.
So it's kind of helped my work a little bit more. I'm not getting as many calls of like, well, I thought that you said this was covered. I'm like, I did, but you know, there are, you know, so if you just hit them right with where, let me tell you what isn't.
Well, and then
what
it's up to them to decide what they want.
Absolutely.
So I completely agree with you. Because like with us, we have a brokerage, so we have all these different companies, and each company has their regulations of what they want and what they exclude and stuff. And I think it's just letting them know.
Right.
Sometimes you get what you pay for. If you want the cheapest, you can get that, but you're really not going to get the best coverage when it comes to that.
You know, it's kind of funny you say that. I mean, that can go with anything, even dogs. Okay, yeah, you want a Frenchie, you can go buy a Frenchie for $1,000, but is that really going to look like one?
Yeah.
Is it really, you know, you can, same with warranty. You can get a basic coverage, but is that really going to cover everything that you need? You know, just all they need to do is just do their homework, and thank God they have like us to help with
Explaining
education.
Mm-hmm. And you know, and I think too, like you said, we hit the pavement super hard. We created that relationship with a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Thank God, and
Yes.
everyone really trusts us and what we do. And I think, like for me, it was when I had my kids. It just changed like my whole way that I did business. You know, because it was like before I could be out and I could do whatever, but now it's like, okay, I have to be home at a certain time. You have to pick up the kids. You gotta do lunch.
Right, but you're still doing such great marketing. As long as you just make yourself visible, you know, people know that we're still around, working in the background for them, and I know you're still doing a great job. Anytime I even mention that I had a lead for you, you know, I'll tell your mom, and right away someone's like, hey, what is her name and number? You know, and that's exactly what it is. It's just good customer service, and it's, you know, it's not dead. We still got that.
And it's funny because like I was telling them the other day, I was like, because I do get random, and I'm sure you do, we get random like DMs on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff that they want, and I have my script. And then the funny part is, it's kind of like I catfish them, because I'll like say, hey, give me your number and we'll call you for a quote. And then like Philip will call, and it's like this dude that's like, calling them for home insurance.
They're like, I wanted to talk to the pretty girl.
And they're like, oh,
just
damn
kidding,
it.
Philip.
So it's just funny how, but I think it's all a team, and how everything is organized, that luckily I'm able to do what I can do because we have a good team, and they're able to do what they can do because, you know, I'm out marketing. And so it works. And I think you just have to find out what your niche is.
100%. You hit the nail on the head with that. But yeah, girl, I mean, all the work that we did those years is, you know, it's really paid off. And, you know, thanks to everybody that has stuck with us and really just believed and know that we can do everything that we did preach about. And that's another reason why I've chose to kind of stay more low key rather than being out and about at all the events, because I just feel like I have more time for them.
Yeah.
And just giving a better customer service, rather than if I'm out, I'm not answering my phone for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Or, you know, and so to me, that's really important that they always have someone to be able to contact and text if they need to and get an immediate answer, because I know that they're writing contracts all the time, or they have claims that are happening. So I had to kind of make that decision, like, okay, are we going to go to open houses this week, or am I going to focus on making sure that I got my work done? It's probably going to be that I got my work done and make sure that everyone's taken care of, rather than like, you know, being out. And I can, you know, you can kind of pick and choose which you're going to do, but.
And I'll be honest, I haven't missed open houses at all. I think that I think on the weekends, it's completely different. I think when the open houses are Saturday and Sunday, they have a lot of, that's a lot more of the neighbors that come in, the agents that come in. But during the week, I really haven't missed it, because I felt like I was more of a caterer than I was
being able to do our job.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I just felt like I was helping that agent that helps me out, but I wasn't really getting a return on investment.
No, and I completely understand. And, I think eventually over time after you kind of said, okay, I've done this much for you. Let's see like how we can work together more now, you know. And I think they finally got it. And it's been great actually staying out of, the open house scene, because I just feel like I'm just getting a lot more, I'm more productive.
Yeah, exactly.
Way
You're
more
not
productive.
sitting there
Yeah.
for 3 hours.
Yes, yes. Way more productive, but yeah, I'm easily available to answer my phones now. I'm not caught up, driving from one place to another,
Yeah.
but we get how that goes. But thankfully, I think we finally have left our mark.
Yeah. Well,
strong enough.
I'm like, hopefully, we'll see.
No, I think we really have. We've done a lot of work to get to where we're at right now, and I think there's a lot of people that have followed us because of our customer service and how hard we have worked to gain their trust and to gain their business. And you'll see those people that started with us in the beginning, they're still there today, and they still trust us, and they know that we're going to get the job done.
Who's a couple of like your biggest ones?
Oh, Chastity. I love my Chastity. I love Rick Moreno. He's a great client of mine as well.
Love them both.
Yes. My God. Clearview Realty, Matt Rice, Ariana Hernandez, all of them are amazing folks. That whole office, Pin Drop Realty, got to give it to them too. They're up and coming. They've been sending me a lot of business. Jesse Loya, and his team as well. Edgar Ramirez, Edgar Garcia. Geez, there's just so many of the people that we kind of started off with.
Yeah.
Rene Boteo is great. Just the younger crowd, you're starting to see them finally mature and they have their businesses going.
Yeah.
And they're doing really well. And it's cool to see that we've all started at one point and we were all trying to figure everybody out. And then now we're all like.
Well, like Chastity, for example, I mean, she sold 180 something homes. And don't quote me on that. But like
her team is fantastic.
I mean, I met her through Justin when she was just.
I remember the first day she was sitting with Danny Cedillo in a house, and Danny was training her, and Chastity had not sold one house. It was literally her first day sitting in a house, and I, thank God, walked in on Chastity, and she was wearing this cute little dress, Southern Little Belle, had this pretty brown hair that was kind of flipped up. She had her cute little accent. And I was like, nice to meet you. Yeah. And boom.
Yeah.
That first initial time I saw her, it took off. And you just, as long as you make that first, establish that relationship first, show them that you can do what you promise, you'll have that relationship for a really long time.
Yeah, so she's like I said, I felt like we all got in that groove together, which helped out.
I know. And like the business that we've all like both shared and referred to each other has been like a huge thing for us. And it's just really cool to see where we're at right now. Finally, after all these years, we're like, oh my God, we worked so hard to get these relationships established and to build our business. And, what kind of people do we want in our circle? And, we have to make sure that we provide this service to these, people all the time, no matter, and it's just, finally, it's just blown up and it's great.
Yeah.
And it's good. And
well, and they can attest to you. So like if someone says, oh, Chastity told me to call you, or like with, or Mario Ayala, like I deal with a bunch of the different. Yeah, he's great
too.
I love
all
him.
Great names and people. And, I know there's a whole bunch that I'm forgetting out there, just because we're rambling on, but there's been so many great agents that have made me so successful and just believed in what I did and what you do, and I'm just so thankful for
to have that. Well, and then luckily, like you can work from home, you can still be a mom, you can still do, kind of balance it a little bit better.
Absolutely, it's literally the best job I've ever had, the best people I've ever worked with. I don't know. I just can't ask for more. I don't see myself doing anything else. I know I've been, everyone's like, you should be a realtor. You should cross that bridge. And, eventually maybe in time I would.
Yeah.
But right now I really, really enjoy what I do and I'm happy doing it. So like, why switch that up? Like, I'm good at it. I have a great clientele. I love what I do. My employer is amazing. I'm really happy.
How did you get, because if people don't know, you used to do insurance. And then,
I used to be a licensed agent for
Yeah.
several years. I did commercial insurance.
And now I can't afford your ass, so.
Oh, Lord. So I used to do trucking insurance, actually, semis, and that was really fun. The claims that you would get were insane, crazy claims. I did the claims all the time, and I was like, oh my God, I'm never going to drive next to a semi ever again. And that will stick with me for the rest of my life. Like, the stories I would hear were crazy. Is she being an alcoholic? Okay, so God
You're like, it's fine.
she takes after her mother, guys. Okay, Mila, she's like, okay.
She's like,
So, and then I did
she
commercial
looks a little
insurance.
drunk.
She might have. So I did commercial insurance for about 4 years, and that was super, super fun too. The claims you would get were crazy as well. Buildings burning down, stuff being broken into. It was really cool. And then I got to see, I used to do a lot of the builders at the time. I was insuring the builders' risks, the general liability, the property coverage. So I was able to see from the like inside out. So I saw when that house was being like just foundation, when they were building it up into a frame, and
Yeah.
we were ensuring that, you know, if anyone burnt down the frame, if anyone vandalized the windows of this, you know, that's what our job was. So now I'm looking from the outside and like I see the completed work.
Yeah.
And I'm insuring the home for the warranty stuff. And it's just kind of cool how that all worked out. So yeah, the insurance part was really, really fun thing. I honestly, if I weren't doing this, I probably would consider doing a commercial side of insurance again. It was really fun. Or realtor, but for now I really enjoy what I do.
What advice do you have anyone that's looking at doing warranties, like getting in the business?
Ooh, advice would just be to make sure that you're always just looking out for your client's best interest, whether you're on the warranty side, the realtor side. You know, do your part to know what you need to provide to your client to make sure that they're going to be covered. When they go into that house, your clients are going to assume that everything in this house is covered from head to toe, when in reality, there's always going to be gaps, guys. It's insurance.
Yeah.
So make sure you're dealing with the professionals that know, okay, this is not going to be covered. You know, are you going to buy a car insurance or a house policy just by someone saying, okay, we have this much money, just put that to their policy, and they're not going to know what they have. Make sure that they have our contact info so that if we have to tell them, look, okay, you just have a basic policy or you just have liability, let me tell you what that covers and what it doesn't. Just be a good advocate for your client. That's all I can really say. Because there's so many times where they're like, well, we had $500 in the contract, and you know, we just told you to just make up a policy that at least equaled that amount. Well, I can easily come up with that, but is that what the client really wants?
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that they know what they have. Give us their information so that we can contact them, or they can contact us, and like we can really educate them, because you know, education is always key, and you can never be too educated on something. So
Well, and I think too, when people go from renting and buying a home, it's completely different. I think a lot of times people don't understand how much
what did
shit
I do?
happens
What
in
did
a
I
house.
do?
Yeah,
why didn't anybody warn me
even
about
in a brand new
home
house,
ownership?
there's things that just happen all the time because it's home ownership and it's going to happen. And I think that
I can attest to that.
it's just life. Like if you're going to buy a house, you have to keep up with the maintenance and everything. And I think that it really helps to have the warranty so that way you are able to do that.
Absolutely.
And
Right,
it's
right
not
now I have a
costing you an
slab
arm and a
leak,
leg.
guys. My house is not even 4 years old. I have a slab leak. My water is constantly running, so I have to have the warranty come out and get that, fixed. If it's underneath the home, I'm good. If it's not, it's not covered. Like, you just have to be educated as to what's covered and what's not. My AC is kind of making some funky noises. Although a noise may not be covered because it's making a funny noise, my AC is working just fine. But I know that something's probably coming up soon, so I know that I have coverage for that. So just keep in mind that, warranty again, or insurance may not be the end-all, fix-all, cure-all to everything, but oh my God, could we save you at least 70 to 80% of that cost? Absolutely. And you'll be so thankful that you had it. Plans start as low as, I don't know, $28 a month, depending on if you want the lowest plan, basic plan, or if you want to go high, you're maybe looking at $50 a month. It's so affordable. Yeah. And at this point, I think it's more of how can you afford not to have a warranty? Because refrigerant, now they've completely banned the manufacturing of R22 refrigerant. It's bad for the ozone. So now they're doing a completely new refrigerant, and some ACs are not compatible with that. So if you don't have a warranty, you're looking at a complete replacement at your own cost. The warranty will actually cover that.
So, because you need to talk to my parents about getting a home warranty, because my dad is like super old school, and like everything always happens all the time, and like it's just life. But it's like they're spending thousands of dollars, and I'm like, if you would have just gotten a home warranty, it would have paid for itself in like a year.
So our limit for fridge, stove is $5,000. So even if, let's say, they have a Sub-Zero or a Viking, they may possibly go over $5,000. But why not? If you can take a cash out, let's say we're gonna be replacing with a Samsung or a Kenmore, and they don't want a Kenmore. We can do a cash out.
Yeah.
They can use that money towards whatever fridge they want.
So if they want the $10,000, they could say, hey, at least have $5,000
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, there's $5,000. You just got your policy paid for the next 10 years or something, because they're looking at maybe $400, $500 a year. Yeah. So for the next 5 years, they pretty much had their policy paid for with just that one claim. So, I'm not going to say that, again, it's going to maybe pay for 100% of everything, but oh my God, the savings that they would get. I mean, you could attest to that too.
I can, and
I can as well, because of the claims that I've placed. But
and they don't make this stuff like they used to. Like, things are gonna break down. You've got
it's not a matter of if, it's when.
It's when. So it's like, why wouldn't you make sure that you have the right stuff? Because I don't care if you have the most expensive stuff, like my parents do, and I have the very basic model. But
I have the builder standard.
So it's all going to break down at one point.
It is, and that's why I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to spend money on more stuff. It's eventually going to break down in the future, and at that point in time, I will get what I want, because I'm going to take a cash out, and I'm going to say, but we have that money to use. So,
So you're more
absolutely.
Come on now. So we're going to try to convince my parents to get one.
We can convince your parents to get one. Promise. We'll just give them about 4 glasses of this.
And then they'll be okay. Then they'll understand.
And then they'll get it. This is so good, by the way. Whatever this is, you guys need to zoom in on that.
San Leo?
Yep. Because that's going to be my next mimosa.
It's legit. So what advice do you have for any new realtor that wants to do business with you? Like, what?
Oh, God.
How do they contact you, or what?
You guys, I'm so easily accessible. Text messages are my thing. You could probably find me on Google really quick. Facebook. Find me on Facebook. DM me.
And not creepy shit, too, because we have a lot of creepy stuff.
We do. This girl is out of control still.
She's drunk. That's fine.
She's like, oh, Mom just refilled her glass. Let me help her with that. She is a really big wino, guys. She likes wine, beer, champagne. It's so crazy. Like, I don't give it to her, but if it's there, she will knock it down. She will. Oh yeah. If I accidentally spill it, she'll clean it up for me. I'm like, oh.
I love her Gucci color and everything.
Oh, she came all bougie.
I know. I was like, damn girl, you got nicer shit than I do. I got the Ross special, and she's got the. And your dog comes out with the Gucci stuff. I'm like, that's nice.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I'm doing something wrong with my life, I swear.
Girl, I don't even know. My dogs have more nicer stuff than I do. She's probably gonna come right back up here because she's like, "What the heck did you put me down for?"
It's like, what's going on here? So if they need to get in touch with you, Facebook.
Yeah, honestly, guys, Facebook, text me, smoke signal me. I don't care. I'm like literally the easiest person to get in touch with. Most of my stuff is all electronic, so emails. Phone calls are great too, but I'm usually out and about doing stuff like this or in offices. Or on another phone call. So please don't hesitate to text me. Any social media stuff is right up my alley. I love that kind of stuff. And it's just easier to communicate nowadays like that. So if you can't get a hold of me by calling, then just do the whole texting thing.
Yeah. And then they're able to get you're pretty accessible.
Yeah, for the most part. But for those of you that I don't work with, I really, really hope that I can, do some business with you this year. That'd be really fun.
And I can attest to that. I've had it for
If not, me and Victoria are gonna prowl on you and we're gonna get you.
I don't go away. Like that's the thing. I don't go away. So if you say you don't want to use my business, eventually you will be back.
I know, yeah. As Dominguez says, we'll make it happen.
Well, it's like funny because like when certain people that they used me when we were Dominguez Insurance and then they stopped for a little while and now they're back. I'm like, it's like I'm the wife. You had to go to the mistress to see if it was good over there and then you had to come back and you saw the light and you were like, it wasn't that bad with Victoria.
Absolutely.
My wife wasn't that bad.
The grass wasn't that much greener on the other side. It really was pretty good where I was. Yeah.
So I'm like, it's okay. You had to have your little fun, but now I know when they come back the second time that they're like, okay, I don't want to deal with anyone else.
So do you go by Victoria Dominguez still, or do you just do Victoria Han?
I do Dominguez Han, like
Dominguez Han,
or like Mario Ayala. He's always like Victoria Dominguez Han.
But
Lord, it's like Mario. Some people like call me. I'm like, if you remember my first name, then the rest it's like it's all the same thing.
Yeah. I always wondered if they were like distinguishing you by your last name previously rather than your first name. And I'm guilty of it. I still say Dominguez.
Oh, you're fine.
But I totally know it's Han, but it's just, that's what we know you as.
Yeah.
For 6 years.
Lane Harris, he always calls me, he's like, Victoria Dominguez Han. Like it's so, it just depends
Harris is another really good group. Gabriel and Valerie, thank you so much.
They're so sweet.
I love them. I love them.
So it just depends on when people met me. I feel like if they met me once I was married, then now they just call me Han, and
I know
vice versa.
And Dominguez is my married name.
Yeah,
I've just never changed it because I'm like, well, for what? It's just
it's too much paperwork. Honestly.
It is way too much paperwork. Eventually, it'll change again. Maybe who knows? But my maiden name is actually Fernandez.
Oh,
yeah. So Fernandez, Dominguez, same
like
thing.
It's all good.
I'm not going to worry about it,
Well, because I was joking around with Justin and I said, well, what about like hyphenating the name? And he was like, that's like half-assing a marriage. And I guess it's like a guy thing with the last name. I don't know. Like I said,
I don't know either.
But that's how he felt.
I'm pretty sure my ex-husband's, if he has like a new wife or girlfriend, is probably really upset with him.
Sorry.
It's fine. I don't really care.
I mean, it's El Paso. Everyone's Dominguez.
I have his kid, okay? So you can give me a break. I've earned it for a little bit.
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
I don't. It's just a name, guys. It's just a name. And everybody knows me by it already, so why put everybody through the change until it really ends up happening with anybody else if it does. Yeah. And then I'll change it at that point, but...
Well, I have it's so funny because some of the realtors that I met in the beginning and that they've gotten married and everything, I still have their names as the original ones because honestly, I'm not going to change it. I still have you as Jessica. I'm not going to Jessica Ortiz. I still have her as Jessica.
I do too.
I'm and she's like, change it. I'm
like Jessica Salem too.
Oh, I have her as Jessica Fuentes.
Same here. Sorry, Jessica.
I'm sorry, I know you're married. And it's all good. I just it's hilarious. I'm
we're totally one and the same. It's so crazy.
For sure.
So crazy, Mila.
So do you have any last words or anything that if someone's wanting to get a hold of you, what number can they call you at?
Okay, you guys can call me at 915-538-5413. But again, I'm on Facebook under Christina Dominguez. I don't have an Instagram for my work, but Facebook, texting, email, chdominguez@firstam.com. You can get me there. But guys, for the most part, I'm pretty easily able to find, I think.
And I'll like link all your information on the podcast too.
Well,
if anyone wants to get a home warranty, then they can.
Perfect.
Then they can reach out to you.
Perfect. Thank you so
No
much.
problem,
This is
love.
literally the funnest hour I've had in the last like 4 months, guys. Oh God, thank you so much.
I'm
Victoria.
glad. Cheers,
Thank
love.
you. Thank you.
That's a wrap.